Alrighty, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Phil here live on the stream. Today is Wednesday, September 19th, 2018, and I wholeheartedly welcome you to the first of two gameplay sessions that I'll be holding here today, live on Twitch, and of course on demand on YouTube, if you are the kind of person who likes to prefer to watch on demand rather than live. Welcome, everyone. We've got a few interesting things to talk about on today's pre-stream, so we will get to that in just a moment. But I would like to just say thanks to everyone who joined me over the past couple of weeks for Spider-Man. My Spider-Man playthrough officially has completed as of late last night. I went a little bit over time, but I was able to wrap up both the story and then hit the Platinum Trophy. One of the very few. I only have 8 Platinum Trophies, spanning, you know, the entire length of time that trophies have existed on Sony consoles. I actually believe that one of them is on a PS Vita for the Resistance game that was on the Vita a long time ago. And then there's a few from Telltale Games. I know that Sly Cooper 2, I believe I have one. Amongst various other things. And now, you know, Bloodborne I did earlier this year, and now Spider-Man. So, it was pretty cool. I definitely enjoyed the game. If you want my full thoughts, check out the conclusion of the playthrough, which is now live over on DSPGaming on YouTube, okay? So, what are we doing today? Let's talk, guys, because here's the thing. My schedule is going to be really weird for the next few days, 2 weeks, okay? And I'm going to explain on pre-stream today what I mean by that, because we got some things that may change and be out of the ordinary. All right? So, let's talk. Today, it's going to be Dragon Quest XI here on my earlier stream. I know that that's kind of weird. You're like, wow, Phil's actually playing Dragon Quest, a JRPG, as his main stream again? Yeah, for 2 reasons. Number one, because I've really been enjoying the game to the point where I played it Monday night for 2 hours, and there was tons of story development. We're going to get new party members. We got revelations about new characters in the game. And I was like, man, this is so good. And I actually was really disappointed that I only got to play it for 2 hours. I wanted to keep playing. And I was like, man, if I can, I definitely want to do like another major session of this game this week because it's really getting good now, okay? But in addition to that, yesterday I played a game called Transference. This is a game that you could play it in VR, you don't have to, but it was a cool thriller, sci-fi, horror, mystery style game, but it was incredibly short. I thought it was going to be like maybe 4 or 5 hours long, maybe it would take a couple sessions. I beat it in 2 hours. I mean, pretty ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And, you know, for $25 a game to only be 2 hours long is definitely underwhelming. Let's say that. So, this kind of opened up the week because I thought at least 2 sessions, if not more, were going to be Transference. And I ended up just having my whole schedule open up. And I said, what the hell? Let's do a major session of Dragon Quest today. Now, listen, I fully know, guys, that many of you, this is not your forte. You don't particularly like JRPGs. But what I would hope is that you guys will still hang out here with me today. At least give it a go, give it a shot. Because, yes, there will be story elaboration, but a lot of the combat and the like allows me to talk with you guys. Last time when I played Monday night, it was really great. We were interacting constantly. It was a really fun Monday night stream. And I'm hoping that we can have that kind of interactivity today between, you know, you guys and me, you know, talking and kind of having fun just hanging out, rather than it being 100% about hyper-focused on the gameplay of the game, okay? So I hope that this will end up being a pretty fun, you know, gameplay session for you guys. Tonight, I'm going to be doing 2 more hours of Shadow of the Tomb Raider. All right, so my late-night stream will be some Shadow of the Tomb Raider advancement. Now, what I'm going to do, guys, I want to go through the schedule if things work out the normal way, but then I'm going to let you know that there's potential that things may change, all right? So if everything stays as is, tomorrow is going to be Ask the King. Ask the King is my bi-monthly Q&A show where I answer your questions, all right? And it's great because I haven't done one in 2 months, and I'm sure there's lots of questions that have been building up for everyone now that the summer's over. We're heading into the hardcore gaming season. So I'm sure a lot of people have interesting questions. Please, if you have not posted up your questions yet, guys, please go to the kingofhate.com forums and do so. The more questions I have for the show, the better the show is. All right. Now, hold on. I'm going to open my window here in the office. There we go. So, you know, the fall is finally here, at least the fall weather. It's not officially the fall yet for another couple days, but the fall is officially here in Washington State where I live, and the temperatures have dipped, which is great. I took out my air conditioner this week, but the landscapers are outside, so they just came by. I had to close the window while they came by because I don't want to get all the pollen and shit in my house here. Hopefully I don't start sneezing profusely because of allergies, okay? Anyway. So yeah, tomorrow will be Ask the King. Now here's the thing. Ask the King starts later than usual. As you know, my early stream usually starts around 10:15 a.m. You know, I run the pre-stream music, and then we start around 10:30, 10:45 with the pre-stream. This is going to start around noonish Pacific time tomorrow, because what I'm going to do is take that time that normally I would do this big pre-stream, and I'm going to be reading all of your questions and sorting through them, all right, and getting the best questions for the show. So, Ask the King tomorrow. Then tomorrow night, Street Fighter V. And it seems like the overwhelming amount of feedback that I got from last week was drop G, don't play G again, try a different character. So there were two other characters that I was going to try out, either Sagat or Abigail. By the way, it sounds like the landscapers are coming back. Oh, God. So I was either going to play Sagat or Abigail. And I'm kind of on the fence. For what I'm to understand, Sagat is a very straightforward, honest character who basically doesn't have a lot of tricks, meaties, or traps. It's more about him just playing with fireball zoning, reactionary gameplay. Abigail, I don't even know anything about. I just know he's a grappler. That's it. I still have not seen this character. I don't understand how I've been playing Street Fighter V for, what, a month now? I mean, I started playing it again in late August. It's been a month. I haven't seen Abigail yet. How many? I must have played over 100 matches, and I still haven't seen Abigail. Where the fuck is he? Does no one use this character? I mean, seriously, no one uses this character. I just don't see him ever. What is going on? And the thing is, too, like, I host NYC Furby's streams, which are Arturo Sanchez. He's my old friend from the East Coast who is he's very heavily into the fighting game scene. I don't know if he plays at a pro level professionally anymore. I know he's, into streaming and everything. But he plays at a very high level. He's top 200 in the world in Street Fighter V Online. I haven't seen him face a single Abigail. I'm not even kidding. What is going on that no one picks this character? I don't understand it. Is there some kind of a shadow ban against Abigail or something in the game? Like, oh, it's dishonorable to pick Abigail or something. I don't know. I haven't seen him. It's very bizarre, very, very odd. And no one can really explain it to me. There's a reason I've never seen this character yet. But anyway, so tomorrow night, I'll be probably playing Street Fighter V and doing something different. Maybe either Sagat or Abigail. We'll see. Friday will be another day where I'm going to mix between Dragon Quest and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And what game will be first and second, I don't know. Maybe depending on your feedback, or it may just be what I feel like. I don't know. So another day similar to today. And then Saturday's my day off. And then Sunday, I'll be back with one of them. Whatever I don't play on Sunday, I'll play on Monday. And I will balance that with something at night, maybe some Street Fighter, okay? And then on Tuesday, we've got the release of the new Walking Dead episode. Later next week, we've got Life is Strange Season 2 / Life is Strange 2, the sequel, starting up. And next week at some point, two other things are going to happen. Number one, excuse me. Number one, I'm going to be doing my 10 years retrospective event, where one day I'm just going to go through the history of my content creation on the internet, and we're going to get the things that people nominated for us to watch together and react to. It's going to be pretty cool watching back on some of my older playthroughs, vlogs, edited style videos, all kinds of stuff, and reminisce on 10 years, because it is my 10th anniversary as a content creator, okay? And also next week, I will be starting up the Patron's Choice playthrough. Now, let's talk about that, because I have some big developments in regards to that, guys. Excuse me. So, Patron's Choice. Boy, it's been an ordeal trying to figure out what the hell Patron's Choice is going to be. Patrons have been nominating on games and then voting on them for weeks. They actually nominated games for like 3 weeks, and then they started voting. And the vote went to a tie between Max Payne and Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. So then I did a tiebreaker poll, and that tied. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the hell is going on? We cannot get a definitive winner for Patron's Choice. Okay, we just can't. This is insanity. I don't know what the hell's going on. All right, so I said, that's it. I'm laying down the law. here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play both games, but I have to do it in a way that makes sense, okay? You know, I have to do it in a manner that it fits with the hardcore gaming season. I can't have Patron's Choice playthroughs being obtrusive to everything else that I want to play and delaying other playthroughs, all right? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play Max Payne. I'm going to play Max Payne next week. It's probably only going to be like 2 sessions from what people have told me. It's a pretty short game. I don't know how to play it. I'm going to need your recommendations on what the best format is to play this game. I don't know if it's going to be like on a modern console, if it's available, or if I should just play it on PC and see how it runs. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. All right. But that's not what I'm going to do. Next week, I'm going to be playing Max Payne. Okay. As for Phoenix Wright, the bottom line is I know the game's insanely long, at least 40 hours long, if not 60, and the entire game I need to read, which sucks because guess what? The last time I played a Phoenix Wright game, I lost my voice because it was so much reading, and I just cannot afford to do that during this busy hardcore gaming season. Let's also face it, I'm in the midst of a very lengthy Dragon Quest XI playthrough, and I can't really, you know, jump into another game that's that long, okay? So that being said, Phoenix Wright will be played, all right, but it will not be played right now. This is going to be a very similar situation to what happened a year ago, where Super Mario Sunshine won the Patron's Choice poll, and I said, well, it doesn't make sense to play it during the hardcore gaming season. I'm already playing 2 other Mario games. Let's hold off on that. Let's play Spyro. So I did. I played Spyro, beat the whole game. You know, I had a ton of fun with it, and now I love Spyro. I can't wait for the collection. And then early on this year, in January, I played Super Mario Sunshine. Everyone was happy, except for the trolls who literally lied and said that I chipped the patrons and I didn't do the event, even though I actually did. I gave them 2 for 1. So in this case, it's exactly the same thing. I'm doing 2 for 1. We're going to do Max Payne now because we have time in the short term to do it. And then we're going to do Phoenix Wright later on, probably either in December or January, okay? So that's how we're going to handle this. Fair enough. That way everyone gets everything they want. We get to see all the games played, and it will not hinder or interfere with the hardcore gaming season, and it won't be a playthrough that'll be on limbo for 45 months, all right? It'll be something that I actually actively will get to play when there's more time. So there you go. That's the Patron's Choice. So next week will be a crazy balance between continuing playthroughs like Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Dragon Quest. We're going to have one-off episodes of The Walking Dead and Life is Strange 2. We're going to have the 10th anniversary event, and we're going to see Max Payne. So a crazy final week of September before we head into October with non-stop new game releases. All right. Alrighty then. Let's talk a little bit more because there's 2 other things I need to address, guys. My schedule. I just told you guys the rough schedule, but I told you that it may change, all right? So here's the deal. Here's what's happening. Kat, my girlfriend, is getting a new work schedule. Today, supposedly, she's supposed to get it. And her new work schedule means that Saturdays may no longer be my day off during the week. It may end up being a random weekday. In fact, what I would want to do is either have my day off be Wednesday or Thursday, because those are 2 days when there's never new releases. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do, which means then I will be working on Saturdays. Saturdays will be actual full streaming days, okay? Full stream day, double stream days on Saturdays. Now, for some people are like, wow, that's a good idea, Phil, because a lot of people are available on the weekends and you don't really stream that much on the weekend. So maybe you'd get more attention, especially during this hardcore gaming season, if you stream during the weekends, okay? Plus, there's a ton of new games coming out on Fridays. This next few months, just a few Friday releases coming up. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Black Ops 4, Soul Calibur 6, and Red Dead Redemption 2. So, it makes sense if they're coming out on Fridays. If I play on Saturday as well, that's going to build up tons of hype, right? So, that's kind of the deal. Now, here's the thing. I don't know for sure when the schedule is going to change. It could change as early as this week. Like Kat could be told, oh, you're working this Saturday. And if that's the case, then that means that obviously Saturday this week is not my day off, and I'm going to have to adjust the schedule, which means I may actually have tomorrow as my day off. But I don't know. There's no way for me to know until she gets home and we find out what her new schedule is and go from there. The changes might not be until next week. We don't know yet. She's supposed to be told today, okay? So So all that being said, we'll see what happens. Tomorrow, it may be Ask the King and Street Fighter V, or it may be my day off, in which case everything kind of gets pushed by a day. You know, then Ask the King and Street Fighter V would be Friday. We'd have full streaming this weekend, a full streaming day on Saturday, etc. Okay? So I will let you know. I will let you know, as soon as I know. But right now, I don't know yet, okay? One final thing, I think this is hilarious. As you guys know, I usually do not address troll activities or those who are obsessed with me to the point where they try to delve into my personal life and dissect it and try to get all kinds of personal information. But we were talking about something in the stream chat earlier today that I found absolutely hilarious, and I want to share it with all of you here on pre-stream. So the bottom line is, guys, if you haven't noticed, that I really haven't shared much about my personal life at all recently. Like the last 6+ months, especially since Kat moved in with me, very little do we share with you guys. And I understand that for some of you that is kind of disappointing, because, I love Phil, and for years he always did vlogging, and he always shared all his personal stuff, right? But, so much negative stuff has been used against me over the years that I've decided to stop doing that. And quite frankly, I'll be very honest with all of you, my life is better. My life with Kat has been so much better now that we don't have this negative shit constantly happening to us, and people can't use stuff against us in a negative light. And what you find, is that when it happens, these people who are so crazy obsessive need to then go and look for other stuff, because since I'm not giving them anything to work with, they're desperate for something to get Phil with, or find out about Phil, or, So they dive into all this stupid shit, okay? So I found out, I didn't even know about this, but people just told me about it in stream chat. Apparently, these crazy obsessed people didn't believe that I was the valedictorian of my high school. They think that, I'm a buffoon and an idiot, and there's no possible way that I could have been a valedictorian in high school. Keep in mind that most of these people are high school level anyway. That's how old they are, or that's the intelligence level they fucking hold in their heads forever, because they're just infantile. But that being said, they apparently contacted my high school to try to find out if I was a liar. And apparently my high school got back to them and said, no, he was the valedictorian. Why are you asking us this? Why would I make that up? Just think about that. So these people are so obsessed, I'm not giving them any information Phil, the new thing about Phil today, let's all talk about it for endless hours and do 4-hour podcasts about it. So I'm not doing that anymore. I don't give out information anymore. So what do they have to do? They have to go on to stories about, that I told about my high school days, and call my high school and try to get information and try to act like I'm a liar. It's the same thing with Street Fighter. There are documented results of multiple tournaments, not just one singular EVO event that I got 4th place in. That was the top US ranking for that year at the Nationals, but multiple EVO events. I've won EVO East multiple times. On the East Coast, tons of tournaments that I've entered, I won in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I mean, it's not like a small handful. It's tons over a course of 4 or 5 years. I was dominating in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I was a tournament organizer who ran multiple tournaments for games like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Super Turbo, CVS 2. I was known as a major figurehead in the East Coast fighting game community. But these idiots literally just want to make revisionist history. Well, we don't like Phil, so we're going to say that he was never good at games. He was never a part of anything. No one ever liked him. It's complete nonsense. But this is what they do. They actually create this fantasy world. Right? They create this crazy fantasy fucking world of nonsense. I mean, that's insanity. That's not healthy. That's sickening. That's like mental illness. There's facts in front of your face, but instead of believing them, you have to try to make a way to change the facts or justify that they're not valid for your own crazy purposes because you don't like someone. That's just nuts. That's I would go talk to someone. I would go to a psychiatrist and I would say, listen, I don't know what's wrong with me. I called the high school of someone on the internet because I refused to believe that he was the valedictorian of his high school because I don't like the guy. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with him. I need help. And get, counseling, drugs, shock therapy, whatever you need to fix your brain, because that ain't normal. I'm just telling you, dude. That ain't normal. I mean, I joke about, you know, oh, those kind of people are the TMZ of YouTube or the TMZ of the internet, the TMZ of DSP. I mean, that's beyond that. That's nuts. And I just gotta laugh and say, God damn. Thank God I never got like that, man. You know, every once in a while there's someone who irks me. Okay, someone I don't like, you know. And okay, I get that, but not to the point where you're now doing crazy shit like this. This is just insanity, okay? Like, holy shit. They need to seek professional help if this is the level that they're at, you know? So, holy crap. Anyway, I just thought I would share that with you because I thought that was pretty insane. The insane factoid of the day. There you go. All right, guys. So, thank you guys very much for all of your support. Thank you guys for 10 awesome years. Let's now go ahead and get through the quick plug segment. Then we'll do some shout outs for those who've contributed. And then we'll start with Dragon Quest. Sound good? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for 10 awesome years. I love doing this for a living. I love being here. Despite the fact that there's some really crazy people fucking out there doing crazy shit, calling my high school. Outside of that, this is awesome. I love having interactive streams with you guys on a daily basis. I really do. I absolutely enjoy everything that I do for a living here. And I love the interactions we have. I love, you know, sharing my passion for games with you guys on a daily basis. So thank you for that. Thank you for allowing me to do this for a living. That being said, if you want to go above and beyond just being a standard video viewer or stream watcher, and you want to contribute to ensure that I can keep doing this full time and putting out all this tons of gameplay content for you every single week, there are many ways you could do so, all right? One way, which I think is one of the best ways right now, okay, would be to pledge to my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. If you pledge $5 or more by the end of this month, you'll be able to nominate and vote on horror-themed video games for my upcoming Halloween Horror Marathon. In addition, you'll also be able to vote on the category of Halloween costume I'm going to wear during said marathon. So that's two huge things you're going to get to do. Big things to control the Halloween event coming up. And I know people love the Halloween stuff. Every year I do it and people love it. So please consider pledging. $5 or more, you get some really awesome control there, all right? Now, there's other perk levels as well. For example, you can get your questions answered on my bi-monthly show, Ask the King. That's happening maybe tomorrow. You can get a private Q&A video made. You can get text and verbal thank yous. You get all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to go into full detail. Check it out for yourself at patreon.com/darksidephil. But please do consider pledging for the Halloween event. But you do have to pledge by the end of this month, okay? All right. Number 2, there's my Teespring store where you can buy fun merchandise, including 10th anniversary merch. All right. In fact, I'm wearing one of those pieces of merch right now. This is my graffiti shirt. It has many of my different sayings and mannerisms from over the years on it. It's a really nice looking shirt. I really like the graffiti design. Okay. This is the royal blue color, but you can get many different colors. There's many different color schemes and stuff over there. Please check it out. Teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. And anything you buy from my Teespring store, I get a commission from. It helps me out, but you get a cool collectible as well. Give it a look. All right. Okay. Now, in addition to that, if you're here live on the stream, my friends, and you would like some interaction, in particular, today's stream is Dragon Quest. This game is going to have a lot of open world exploration, you know, looking for items, but also turn-based combat. That really isn't riveting for gameplay, but if we talk and we hang out together, this could be a much better stream. I know this for a fact because we did this Monday night, and it turned out really well. It was 2 hours that flew by, and everyone had a lot of fun. People were actually anticipating the next time I played this game because Monday night stream went so well, okay? So all that being said, if you cheer, sub, or tip today, I will give you a shout out during the stream and interaction, okay? I would ask that if you are looking for a shout out, please abide by a few certain rules. Please, no politics or religion questions because those will derail the stream and get people arguing or angry with each other. Please, nothing that's trying to be diversive or, you know, agitating or something that's insulting to myself or other stream chatters or other stream or content creators. In general, what we're trying to do here is have a fun time, a chill stream where we just hang out, we shoot the shit, we have fun while I'm playing games. It all goes hand in hand. And the streams in general do turn out really well. okay? But every once in a while you get a bad apple. That's fine. Someone looking for attention, right? They want to get, try to get me to do something that's going to get me in trouble, or, answer a question that's inflammatory. Listen, it's my stream, and I control it ultimately. It's subjective what I say on it. So it's up to me to determine what I do give a shout out to and what I don't. In general, most people I do give shout outs and no problems. Okay. So all that being said, please consider looking for a nice fun shout out on today's stream, okay? And in general, the streams end up really well. I have a lot of fun, every single day. So now you want to go a step further and get a visual recognition for your contributions, like a fun animation to play or something on stream. You could get a fun animation if you either cheer 50 bits or more in a single cheer, if you tip $5 or more in a single tip, or if you click on the share button after subbing to the channel, then a fun animation will play on stream as well to go hand in hand with your contribution, all right? Now, you can see the stream stats leaderboard, ladies and gentlemen, is in effect. It's at the top of your screens right now. So the people who are the top cheerer and the top tipper, you will get recognition for those contributions immediately at the top of the stream, okay? I'm also going to be tracking current subs. As you can see, crazy amount. Over 600 of those are gifted from Tutankhamun. So again, shout out to him. And one thing that I do want to say, if you did receive a gifted sub from Tutankhamun or otherwise this month, okay, you have the ability to renew and extend that sub for only $1 if you do it by the end of September. In fact, I've seen recently a few people like Suck a Surprise in the stream chat actually did that. They extended their subscriptions for only a single $1, all right? So please consider doing so. It obviously benefits you. You get a super discount, and, continuing the sub helps me in the channel, all right? So just throwing that out there. September is fully in effect. All right, that is really it for the plugs, guys. Boy, let me tell you guys, I really enjoy not having to ask for tips and stuff. That was really annoying when I had to do that for weeks and weeks, and I'm happy I don't have to do it anymore. I just like letting you guys know the options and then getting right to shout-outs instead of having to sit here and dwell on stupid shit like, oh my god, the bills, the bills, the bills. So thank you for helping me through, last few weeks, when I was in that situation, and, smooth sailing for now. Let's hope that the rest of this gaming season turns out as well. Let's keep it going, all right? All right. Now, it is time. It is time for shout-outs. Let's do some shout-outs, everybody. So, first of all, to those who contributed overnight when I was not even here, we had a couple people. We had One Man's Journey who cheered, and he actually said, I'm looking at your YouTube detractor videos. I'm thinking if you copyrighted and trademarked your name as a brand, you could force YouTube to get rid of all their content. That's actually completely false, One Man's Journey. If you may not be aware, DSPGaming is trademarked. I own the trademark for DSPGaming. All right? I own it. So literally everyone who takes a video without my permission and does anything with it is breaking the law. They're violating my trademark. The problem is YouTube doesn't care. YouTube does not do anything if you report a trademark or copyright infringement. What they'll do is they'll take down a video temporarily and say, well, we're waiting for a response from the party who uploaded the offending video. All that party needs to do is dispute that and say, oh, I don't think that this is legit, I think this is fair use or whatever. Then YouTube will restore the video. And then the only way that you can actually get the video taken down permanently is to sue that person for each video. So I would have to retain an attorney who would have to file takedown notices, copyright takedown notices, or trademark takedown notices, like trademark violation notices for every single fucking negative video about me. Do you know how expensive that would be? I would spend more money issuing takedown notices than I make playing games. I'm not even kidding. Like, it's too expensive of a process. This is the problem with YouTube. They do not stick up for copyright or trademark holders. They don't. They have this crappy automated system that does not fucking work, and they don't have anyone who actually puts a real eye on any of this stuff unless someone puts a stink up about it. I'll give you an example. A couple years ago, someone impersonated a company saying that they were working for a game company and they were going to do copyright strikes against all my gameplay videos from a certain company. They issued false takedown strikes against me, to which I went back to YouTube and said, this is bullshit. I don't believe this is real. So either you look into it and confirm it's real, or I'm going to sue you. So YouTube did and said, oh, we never confirmed that this guy was even real. And then they reversed everything. But that's what I mean. Like, their whole system is broken as fuck. It's an automated garbage system that doesn't work and does not actually protect the rights of anyone. All it is in place. It's in place so they don't get sued and says, "Oh, well, you have nothing in place for copyright or trademark holders." Okay, so that's the problem. Is, it's really stupid. That's the other thing too that these idiots stand behind. Oh well, I could take any piece of anyone's video and I can make anything out of it, and I could just claim fair use. No, you can't, because it's trademarked. You can't. It's actually not even a copyright violation at that point. It's a trademark violation. Anything that you take of any of my videos without my permission from DSPGaming and you use it is a trademark violation. And I actually own the rights for both on-demand and live streaming of anything DSPGaming. So anything that I say this is DSPGaming is trademarked, and it's illegal to use without my permission, but I don't have money to sue a million people. And quite frankly, it's not even worth it, YouTube is a lost cause. I don't really care about YouTube anymore, as you guys know. I'm here on Twitch, and I have fun every single day on Twitch doing what I do. Okay? This is my future, is Twitch. The past was YouTube, right? The past was the garbage on YouTube that I don't really care about anymore. YouTube for me is just an archive. I realize I'm not going to be uploading anything new to YouTube. There's just no point in me going crazy over there worrying about what's over there. It's a toxic website. It's disgusting. I don't care about it anymore. The future is Twitch, and so, I'm not going to go crazy. But no, One Man's Journey, literally, even if copyright, things and trademark things are registered, it doesn't matter. YouTube does not care. They will allow the negative content no matter what. Let's face it, YouTube is now a website that pretty much makes its living off of those kind of videos. Drama, negativity, nonsense, toxic garbage, slander, rumors, defamatory statements, insults, gossip about people. That's what YouTube now is. It's a tabloid website. YouTube has become a garbage tabloid website of clickbaiting idiots, because that's all the little kids watch. Little kids watch it, and YouTube is just so stupid to realize that most of the viewer base who watch that shit are little kids, but they don't care. They just allow it to be so they make money. So, fuck YouTube. I don't care. Okay. Golden Colts did a 300-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Golden Colts. And then Donald cheered and said, did you hear about the PlayStation Mini? They should make a Nintendo 64 Mini. So there's a mini PlayStation that's going to be released in December. It's going to sell for $100 in the United States. I believe it's more than that in Europe. I think it's like 100 euros, which actually is more than $100. But whatever. It's supposed to have 20 games on it, including games like Final Fantasy VII, Wild Arms, Tekken 3, and one of the Ridge Racers. But that's all. Like, we don't know the full game lineup yet. It works fully with HDMI, and it has 2 controllers for local multiplayer, but it doesn't have online multiplayer. So some people are really excited about it. I was getting excited about it until I realized I already owned Final Fantasy VII. I bought it on PS3 like a million years ago, and never played it. And I was like, I would love to play Wild Arms. That's another one I could probably get for like $5, $10 on PSN. So I don't really necessarily know if I need to drop $100 on this thing, quite frankly. So, but it's a cool collectible, very similar to the NES Classic and the SNES Classic, which, by the way, they're in stores now. Like, I was at Target the other day, and I saw an SNES Classic just sitting there on the shelf. They had like 20 of them. So apparently they're not even in demand anymore. It was just a little hype thing temporarily, and now you can get them anywhere. So, but yeah, I am aware that it exists. I'm probably not going to get it now that I kind of snapped back to reality, and I realized most of those games on it I could just get digitally anyway for much cheaper. So, okay, so now let's get to shout-outs for people who cheered, subbed, or tipped during today's stream. Okay. We start off with The Honest Troll, who says, since body painting is allowed on Twitch, it says so in the terms of service, would you do a body painting IRL stream as a sub goal? Yes, in fact, that's my other final big major announcement here, guys, is that I am hanging it up. I'm no longer going to be a game streamer or a variety game player. I am going to 100% become a body painter. All I'm going to do is paint my body constantly from now on, since this is now allowed on Twitch, and it's been confirmed that it's a legit way to make money and entertain audiences. This is all I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to have like giant oversized paint brushes, slapping them against my body, a variety of paint textures and colors. I mean, just think of the variety of sparkles. We got rainbow, damn, we're just going to have so much fun with paint on my body. It's going to be great. And this is it. This is the future of Twitch, ladies and gentlemen. Not that this is a completely stupid fucking idea that this would be allowed, but, it is what it is, I guess. Someone at Twitch apparently likes body painting. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if this is true or not. I know nothing about the situation at all. I don't care about drama. All I care about is my own streams. So, no, I'm not going to be body painting myself anytime soon. I don't give a shit. Okay? Shout out to Hardy Buck, who cheered and said, did you hear the announcement of the PlayStation Mini? Yes, I did. We just talked about it. Then Hardy Buck cheered again, and he said, yo to solid Metal Gear X. Then Hardy Buck cheered again. He said, 5 games announced so far, including Tekken 7, Final Fantasy 7, and Ridge Racer. Yes, I know. We already said that. Then Hardy Buck cheered again, a 50-bit cheer. He said, do you think you'll ever hop on GTA 5 online again in the near future? It had a million updates since you played last. Probably not. The only reason I would see myself doing it is, like, maybe Grand Theft Auto 6 is about to come out. And so GTA 5 online, I'll do, like, a crazy last hurrah where I just jump on. But the thing is, you know exactly what would happen. Insane trolling. People would be searching for me just to fucking troll. And I probably wouldn't even be able to figure anything out because there'd be so many assholes. So, the answer is no. And by the way, you know, I hate to say it, I never really saw any value in GTA Online anyway. I'm sure there are people who like the social aspect of it. Oh, we're gonna hang out with our friends and party and do heists and stuff. But for what was there at launch, at least, it just didn't seem like any kind of a worthwhile online experience. It just seemed very frivolous and something for little kids. Oh, I already got GTA, but this is free because it came with it. And let's just mess around with my friends and do stupid shit and troll each other online. That's all it seemed like it was. Now, I'm well aware that over the years they added tons of content, including mission structures and heists and DLCs. Maybe now it's completely different from back then, but when it started, it was not good. And then I did go back for the original heists, which were, like, okay, but certainly nothing to write home about and keep playing. So I don't really understand what the whole appeal was about this stupid thing. I really don't. You know, I just don't. But you know, some people love it and say that it's actually improved to the point where it's great to play. So, hey, to each their own. Just because I'm ignorant about it and didn't really get into it doesn't mean that, you know, it's not cool for other people too, all right? I'm open-minded at this point in my career, so. All right. Shout out to Crazy Dream, who did a 100-bit cheer. He said, shout out to Asmon Gold. Get better, dude. Much love. I have no idea who that is, but Crazy Dream is the top cheerer for today so far, so I'm going to get you up on the leaderboard. Thank you, Crazy Dream, for that cheer. I appreciate it. And there we go. Okay. Shout out to Impact King, who cheered and said, in the next downtime period, will you think about doing a one-off Blaz Blue, or is it Blaze Blue? I still don't know how to pronounce this. Cross-tag battle. I'd be happy to donate the game. No. I really have no interest in it. I don't want to be starting another fighting game franchise and trying to learn it. See, here's the thing. Unlike other games, fighting games do take time investment to learn. Another game, you gift it to me, I play it for 1-2 stream sessions, I mess around with it, we have fun, that's it. Who cares? That's what happened with Madden, right? Someone gifted me Madden, I play Madden, I go through the story, I play 1 or 2 things in multiplayer, alright, whatever, we're done with it. But a fighting game, like, you have to learn essential things about the game before you can even play anything in it. And I just don't have the time to dedicate to sit here playing Blaze Blue and trying to learn a whole new combat engine and everything, I just don't. It's just, you know what I mean? Fighting games are not necessarily user-friendly where you could jump right in and immediately, do well. I'd say the exception to the rule there would be Street Fighter for me, because I've played Street Fighter for so long that I can at least play it with fundamentals and do all right. But outside of that, I know nothing about Blaze Blue, and I have no interest in it. T-Dubs cheers says, while they called your high school with a bunch of mental patients, I guess they're desperate for content. Hardy Buck cheered, he says, reminds me of the time you said someone sent your parents letters. Oh, yeah. My dad told me hilariously that someone sent him a letter saying all kinds of really derogatory, nasty shit about me being like a racist and stuff. And it's funny because my dad is well aware of what I do and knows about all my content. Like, he knows everything about everything. So he reads this letter and he's like, I guess they really think that I'm fucking stupid and, you know, that I don't pay attention to your stuff. And that, you know, I would read this and be shocked. And then I would run to the internet to see all, you know, the negative detractor shit that he's well aware it all exists. And he doesn't care either, because the thing is, he's been along for the ride with me. I talk to my parents every week. I tell them all the kind of stuff that's going on with me. So they're well aware of all the shit that's going on with me and what happens on a daily basis. So they could give 2 shits. It was hilarious. He read the letter. He laughed hysterically reading this letter. And he's like, gee, now I have this guy's return address. Should I report him to the cops? I was like, I'm pretty sure that's not going to do anything, Dad. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure that's not going to have any effect. But, you know, now look at the caliber of idiots that are out there, that this guy actually thought writing my father a letter would do something, you know. All right, anyway. Shout out to AES, who cheered. And he says, if people actually tried to contact your high school to ask about your status as a valedictorian, they need to get a life. Couldn't agree more. Eternal Napalm cheered. He says, some of the unhinged and deranged conspiracy theories I've heard about you from detractors is unbelievable. Pretty nutty conspiracies floating around. Again, this is what happens when I provide no information. What you've got to realize is that I used to give out information about myself. I would be taking pictures constantly. DSP Tries It would show stuff. When I went out, I would, not only Instagram pictures, but videos and vlogging, and I would talk about stuff constantly. And this last year, if you really think about it, is about this time last year, the summer of 2017, was when I just stopped. I cut the cord and said, I can't do it anymore. I need to have privacy for myself and have my own life. And all of a sudden, mysteriously, then the conspiracies started coming out because they have nothing to talk about. They literally have to make shit up, okay? So fucking stupid. All right, let's see here. Shout out to Judge Drew. Did 100-bit cheer. He says, trace the call to notify local PD. He's talking about when they called the high school. I'm pretty sure the high school is not going to trace the call. See, the thing is, I would almost guarantee that when they called my high school, they lied. It was probably like under the premise of something else. Because I don't know that a high school would just give out that. I mean, not to say that's not public information. It is. I mean, there's a public ceremony and everything. Everyone, knew who the valedictorian was in the year 2000 at my high school. But I'm curious as what they said. Just calling a random high school. I want to know who the valedictorian was this random year. What? Who the fuck are you? And why is this any of your business? So I wonder what they even said. It's crazy, man. But no, I'm pretty sure the high school didn't notify the local police. T-Dubs cheered. He says, imagine being so obsessed about someone you contact their high school, shaking my head. I know they're listening and this message is for them. You need help. What you're doing is not normal behavior. It's not. It's sick. It's sickening behavior. It seriously is. Like, it's insanity that this is what they spend their time with. And the thing is, the fruits of their labor, there are no fruits. Like, there's nothing coming out of anything they're doing anymore. They try to dig up stupid old dirt and stupid shit and it goes nowhere because none of it has anything to do with the modern era anyway. So what the fuck does it have to do with anything? This is what they do now because they have nothing else to talk about because my streams are entertaining and fun. There's no drama anymore on my streams. They've been great. Everything's good. So, oh God, now we have to try to find something else. And there's nothing. There's nothing. They're so grasping at straws at this point, Pretty ridiculous. Excuse me. Hardy Buck cheered. He says, the Sesame Street Company have released a statement today saying that Bert and Ernie are not gay and have no sexual attraction to each other. Just thought you might like to know, Phil. Hardy Buck, that is incorrect. That is absolutely incorrect. Actually, this happened yesterday. Sesame Street came out yesterday and said that. Yeah, apparently there's this big controversy on the internet. And the controversy is that it was always speculated, apparently. I don't know. When I was a kid, I didn't know about or care about this shit. When I was the age range of watching Sesame Street, I didn't even know what sexual orientation or sexual attraction was. Because I was so young, I didn't need to know about that shit. Okay? But apparently, Bert and Ernie, who lived together on the show, some people speculated that they were gay, or, in a loving homosexual relationship or whatever. And you know what? They're puppets. It's a fantasy show. I see nothing wrong with believing that because the show never addresses sexuality or adult content at all. The show is meant to teach little kids things about friendship, things about more basic moral values and getting along, but also things about, the alphabet, numbers, counting, educational purpose stuff. That's what Sesame Street has always been. So it doesn't delve into the realm of adult issues like sexuality and stuff. So who cares what you believe? Who cares if you think that Bert and Ernie are heterosexual roommates? Who cares if you think that they're best friends? Who cares if you think that they're lovers? Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter at all. Like, it's the most frivolous thing you could possibly think of is, this is important. It's not, okay? So to each their own, believe whatever you want. But apparently, I guess a former writer of Sesame Street came out and said, oh, well, when I was writing for the show, I always wrote with the intention of thinking that they were gay. I couldn't imagine them not being. So then that prompted Frank Oz, who's a huge longtime writer and creator of all of this stuff. He worked hand in hand with Jim Henson back when Jim Henson was alive. By the way, Jim Henson created all the Muppets, created Sesame Street, created everything. And Frank Oz said, I had a hand in creating Bert and Ernie. No, they're not homosexual. They're puppets. They don't have sexuality. I don't know. It's okay for people to believe that, but I don't know why it's such a big deal. It's not an issue of a thing that we tackle. And people basically exploded on him and basically attacked him. Oh, my whole life I believed they were gay, and now you take that away from me. How could you do this to me, Frank Oz? It's like, what? People, it's this simple, okay? I'm sorry to say this, but it's this simple. If this is the biggest issue for you, you need to find something else in life to focus on because you're focusing on the wrong shit. Seriously, the sexual orientation of two fucking puppets that don't have sexual orientation because they're pieces of felt, if this is what you care about, you need a life. What is going on with people? Like, seriously, this is the biggest thing that we're talking about today? Holy non-issue Batman. I mean, what the fuck? Talk about, of all the things, we've got hurricanes decimating people who don't have food and their entire villages or towns are flooded. I think there's something like millions of chickens have died because of we got hurricanes striking Hong Kong. People are dying. We got people dying in the streets, homeless, sickness, economy's bad. We got to talk about the sexual orientation to fucking puppets. Listen, if this is the biggest thing in your life, you are privileged. You are a privileged few if this is your big concern right now. Holy shit. All right. All right, let's continue. Hardy Buck Cheer says, does your dad know of the incident? Of course he does. I told you, he knows everything. They know everything. My parents know about everything because not that I actively tell them every single thing I do every day, but I talk to them every week. I let them know everything that's going on. They know all about all the shit, every time that there was drama with a false copyright strike, every time that there was slander against me. I told them about the whole escort thing earlier this year. Like, they know about everything. They know about everything. They know about the truth of everything, and, it's so stupid that people think otherwise. I'm going to write an anonymous letter to his dad. I'm going to get him. Boy, you're a fucking idiot. Boy, are you stupid. Wow, Feel My Butt Monkey Cheers says, how are you? Could you give a shout out to Chris? Sure, I'm good, and shout out to Chris. All right. Hyundai cheered and says, since your couch is dying, whatever happened to the sumo beanbag chair you got years ago? I still have it. In fact, it's in Kat's office, and sometimes Kat will be like playing a game. Recently, she's actually been playing Dragon Age. And I go in there and I watch her a little bit, watch what she's doing. And sometimes I remember something from when I played it and I can give her tips and stuff. It was just the other day she was stuck she was trying to find something. And I remembered from when I was playing where something was. And I was like, oh, right over there. And she's like, oh, shit, But yeah, that's in her office. That's the chair that I sit on when I'm watching her do stuff. But Dad does not have like any kind of back support, man. Oh my God, excuse me. It doesn't have any kind of back support. That would not be something good to sit down for extended periods. Like, that would probably hurt my back. The love seat is like mush, but I buy a back pillow cushion so I can lean back and at least get some back support if I need it. The beanbag chair has none. Ideally, what I would do if I got rid of the love seat, which I can't do now because I have no money, but if I could get rid of the love seat, I would probably get a much smaller one or a nice office chair that's comfy. And if I did that, guess what, everybody? I would have room behind me to hang a green screen, which is what everyone has always wanted. But I don't have money to buy anything new right now, and I really have nowhere to put the love seat either. If I were to get rid of this love seat, I have nowhere to put it in the house. Nowhere to put it. So, all right, shout out to Esteban, who just tipped me $2. He says, sup, dude, been keeping up with the stream channel for about a year and a half. Your streams are fun as hell. Thank you very much, Esteban, for that tip. $2 tip. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Like I said, today's stream, Dragon Quest, will be much more laid back than a typical stream. There's going to be a lot of open world exploration, looking for items, grinding combat, and stuff like that. So, it should be good. All right. So, everybody, thank you very much for all of your contributions here on the pre-stream. Let's actually check the sub count. Unfortunately, we didn't get any new subs yet. I get the feeling sub count has gone down, and indeed it has. I knew that was going to happen. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and update that. So 1,142 subs. Hardy Buck is asking, can I donate you God of War 2? I already own God of War 2. I bought the God of War HD collection years ago when, I think it's God of War 1 through 3, right? No, or is it God of War just 1 and 2? I don't remember. But I did get the HD collection on PS3, and I played God of War 1. I never went back and played God of War 2, but I do own it. If I ever, is there a reason to play it, you know, I have it. In fact, I believe it was in the running for Patron's Choice a few times, but it never won, so... Okay. All right, everyone. So, again, thank you for your contributions here on pre-stream. I appreciate that. That's really it. I'm not going to do anything else. I think we're just going to end the pre-stream, and we're going to get started with Dragon Quest. Sound good? I hope we have a nice, fun, chill stream. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. You know, like I said, Monday night stream was actually very fun. And I'm looking forward to more chill fun today, just talking with you guys while I beat the crap out of monsters, okay? All right, thanks, everybody. Let's end the pre-stream, and let's begin with Dragon Quest.